This beef and vegetable stir fry recipe is so delicious, so tasty, and packed with flavors. I and my family absolutely enjoyed this stir fry recipe, and I am very sure that you and your family are going to love it as much as we did. So if you're interested, please keep on watching, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's start cooking. Over here are my carrots, and I have 3 medium-sized carrots which I've already washed. So right now I'm going to peel the skin and I'm going to cut them into my desired size and shape. You can always cut your carrots however you want, whichever shape and size you prefer. But today I just decided to go a little bit extra. I wanted to be a little creative, and I also wanted the dish to look very appetizing and so yummy in the eyes, you know, like they always say, the eyes eat first before our mouth. So that was what I was trying to do, and then I came up with this shape that I'm about to show you now. So I'm going to allow you to watch the video to see what I did with these carrots. Look at that. Isn't that looking so beautiful? My son saw it and he was like, wow, look at fan. He called it fan because they obviously look like fan. Anyways, that's by the way. I'm going to be cutting my bell peppers. I have my yellow, my green, and my red bell peppers. So I'm using all 3 of them, and this is how I cut them. Now this is the size of garlic I'm going to be using. You can use more or less depending on how much you love ginger. And here is the amount of ginger I'm going to be using. That's about a thumb size. So I'm going to be chopping that as well. Now here is the beef, and I'm going to be slicing it into thin strips, just like so. Now it's time to season the beef, and I'm going to be adding this Ariosto chicken and the steak seasoning. You can use this seasoning for chicken, you can use it for beef. If you can't find that, you can use any seasoning powder of your choice. And to that, I'm also going to be adding some soy sauce. Now I'm going to be adding some pepper, black pepper. This pepper is very spicy, so you can add pepper according to how spicy you want your food to taste. And to that, I'm also going to be adding some maize oil. You can use any cooking or vegetable oil of your choice. And now I'm going to be cracking in 1 egg. Then I'm going to be adding some cornstarch. And then I'm going to mix everything very well. Make sure you mix this thoroughly so that all the ingredients get into the beef properly. Once done, set that aside, and over here I've been boiling some water, and to that water I'm going to be throwing in the carrots. And this is basically to blanch the carrot because you don't want it to be very hard and super crunchy. In as much as we want it to be a little bit crunchy, you don't want it to be super hard and crunchy, so that's why I'm blanching it. Now set that aside to cool down. In a wok, I'm going to be adding in some of the maize oil, and I made sure I spread the oil all around the pan, at the bottom of the pan or the wok. And once the oil heats up, I went ahead to add the beef, the marinated or seasoned beef, and then I'm going to keep stir frying this until it is well brown and cooked to my liking. You can always cook this until you are satisfied with the doneness. Once done, take it off the heat and set aside. Now to that same oil, we are going to be adding in the garlic and the ginger. And I'm going to be adding in some scallions as well. These are frozen ones. I froze them by myself, so you can use either frozen or fresh ones. And after adding in the scallions, which some people also call spring onions, I went ahead to add all three colored bell peppers, the red, the green and the yellow bell peppers. And then I went ahead to add my already blanched and frozen what is it called again, the broccolis, yeah. And then I also added the blanched carrots as well, and I'm going to keep stir frying for about a minute. Now to that, I'm going to be adding more of the Ariosto seasoning, this time around just a little bit to give the vegetables a little bit flavor. And I'm also going to be adding some of the soy sauce as well, just a tiny bit. I'm also going to be adding some oyster sauce. At this point you can add sugar. Some people like to add sugar, but I don't want, because that oyster sauce kind of have this sugary taste to it, so that's why I'm not going to be adding sugar. But if you don't have oyster sauce, you can add a tablespoon of sugar. It's going to replace the oyster sauce. After mixing in everything together, I went ahead to add the stir-fried beef, and now I'm adding in just a tablespoon of the cornstarch, which I mixed with some water. So at this point the stir fry is done. If you want it, you know, a little bit dry, but I prefer mine a little bit juicy and liquidy, so I went ahead and add a little bit of water, and that's it guys. We are literally done. Look at that. It was so tasty. My husband saw it and he was like, wow, this looks so appetizing, and he tasted it and he confirmed that this was the best so far. This was absolutely delicious. It was so tasty, packed with flavors. My kids enjoyed it. I'm telling you, try it and you are going to come back to thank me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you in my next one. If you like this video, don't forget to click on the like button. If you're new to my channel, please click on the red subscribe button below and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my latest upload.